Think soccer is just a game? Think again. From bribery to match fixing and even doping scandals, we reveal the dark underbelly of the sport and count down the 10 biggest scandals that had soccer fans worldwide in disbelief. Number 10. FIFA Scandal. In 2015, Swiss police cooperated with the FBI and arrested 7 FIFA executives in a raid on a luxury hotel in Zurich. The investigation has since uncovered years of alleged corruption at the World Soccer's governing body. FIFA officials engaged in a 24-year scheme to enrich themselves through the corruption of international soccer. They accepted bribes for broadcasting rights and other rights. They also accepted bribes to select South Africa to host the 2014 FIFA World Cup and to vote for Morocco at the 1998 World Cup in France. The downfall of former FIFA president Sepp Blatter and UEFA president Michael Platini, both of whom were handed 8-year bans from any soccer-related activity, came because of the involvement in the FIFA scandal. They were found guilty of breaching a £1.3 million payment made by Platini in 2011. The FIFA scandal has rocked the world of soccer underbelly of the sport. Number 9. Calciopoli 2006. The Calciopoli scandal of 2006 remains one of the most infamous incidents in the history of world soccer. It all started when some of Italy's top soccer clubs were accused of rigging matches by influencing the appointment of referees. The scandal took on epic proportions, as several teams were found guilty of manipulating games by using referees who favoured them, leading to one of the most dramatic seasons in soccer history. However, the most significant fallout was the relegation of Juventus, the most successful club in international soccer history. From Serie A to Serie B, and they were also stripped of their 2 previous titles. The scandal rocked the country and the world, and the reputations of many top players, managers, and officials were tarnished. The fallout from the scandal was far-reaching, with many of the involved parties facing legal and financial repercussions. It was a significant blow to the sport, and years later, the Calciopoli scandal is still remembered as one of the biggest controversies in the history of soccer. Number 8. Age fraud. In 2014, Lazio's signing of 17-year-old Cameroonian midfielder Joseph Menard raised suspicions that he was actually 41 years old and was one of the many African players who lied about their age to gain a competitive edge. Nigeria has had a bad reputation for hiding the age of its players. In 1988, Nigeria was banned from all FIFA competitions because 3 players in the country's Olympic team had a different date of birth than in their previous competitions. In 2009, Nigeria's U17 team dropped 15 players from the squad after FIFA announced new measures to verify the age of players. Age fraud not only undermines the fairness of the game, but also has serious consequences for the development of younger players. Number 7. Match-fixing scandal. Who worked with several other officials, managers, and players in cahoots with an organised crime syndicate to manipulate match results. The scandal sent shockwaves through the soccer world, to host the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Hauser was later found to be the mastermind behind most of the match fixing in the lower levels of German soccer, using controversial penalties and sending off opponents to manipulate match results. Number 6. Sexism in soccer. In 2011, Richard Keys and Andy Gray, 2 prominent figures of Sky Sports, were caught making some shockingly sexist comments about lineswoman Sian Massey. As soon as their comments were made public, Keys and Gray were both fired from their jobs at Sky Sports. The duo remained out of public eye for many years, until they re-emerged on Al Jazeera. Their comments were outdated and offensive, and many people were rightly so outraged. But now, the two men are back in the game and stirring up controversy yet again. Will they ever learn to keep their mouths shut and respect women in soccer? Only time will tell. Number 5. Brazil's billion-dollar scandal. When Brazil was chosen to host the 2014 World Cup, excitement ran high in the country. However, as the tournament approached, it became clear that there was a darker side to the event. The construction of new stadiums and residential facilities cost billions of dollars, and politicians were suspected of profiting from the project. Many argued that this scandal had two major negative consequences. Firstly, it could influence the outcome of the next gubernatorial election. Secondly, the money spent on the World Cup was seen as taking away funds that could have been used for essential public services. This scandal had far-reaching consequences for Brazilian soccer, which is traditionally seen as separate from politics. If you enjoyed the content so far and want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more regular updates. Number 4. Prostitution allegations. From a legal and moral perspective, the most troubling soccer sex scandal was, without a doubt, the case of Frank Ribery and Karim Benzema. In 2008, Ribery and Benzema were on trial for allegedly soliciting underage prostitute Zaya Daha. Ribery was accused of sleeping with her at his 26th birthday party in Munich, while Benzema was alleged to have solicited her when she was 16 years old in May 2008. The case has been going on for years, and both men deny the charges. The case has caused a lot of controversy in the world of soccer, and has raised questions about the ethics and morality of some players. Daha, now 21, has become something of a celebrity and runs her own flourishing lingerie company. Number 3. Referees' racism. In 2012, referee Mark Clattenburg was accused of racially abusing Chelsea midfielder Mikkel during a match against Manchester United. The accusations were made by two Chelsea players, who claimed to have heard Clattenburg make the racist comments. The incident caught a lot of attention in the soccer world, with many calling for Clattenburg to be punished if the allegations were found true. However, after a thorough investigation, Clattenburg was ultimately acquitted of all charges. Chelsea later said they regretted how the whole incident was handled, but the impact was quite huge at the time. Number 2. The cocaine scandal of the great Diego Maradona. Maradona is, without a doubt, one of the greatest soccer players to ever come across, but his career was also marred by numerous scandals. Maradona was involved in several controversies, but his biggest controversy revolved around recreational drug use. Maradona was thought to have been using cocaine since his Barcelona days, and it finally caught up with him in 1991, when he failed a drug test and was given a 15-month ban from which his career never really recovered. Prior to the 1994 FIFA World Cup in the USA, Maradona was once again banned for testing positive for 5 variants of the banned stimulant ephedrine. It was a devastating blow for Maradona, who had hoped to lead his country to victory on the world stage once again. Number 1. The murder of Andre Escobar. This tragic incident occurred during the 1994 FIFA World Cup, which shocked the soccer community. After scoring their own goal in the 1994 World Cup, Colombian soccer star Andre Escobar was killed. It was not just shocking for the Colombian soccer team, but the entire soccer fraternity was shocked by this moment. Like how it could have happened. Soccer has been affected by many factors, and unfortunately, gambling is one of them. The danger grew when Colombian Andre Escobar was killed in a car park a full 10 days after his own goal led to Colombia's disqualification from the World Cup. It was a devastating moment for Colombian soccer fans, as Escobar struggled to clear the USA pass from behind and accidentally sent the ball into his own goal, trying to clear it out of safety. Many Colombian fans accused him of doing it deliberately for gambling reasons, which eventually led to his untimely death.